Parents complained to Scotland police after an immersive Willy Wonka experience event was shut down.
Have you guys heard about this Wonka experience in Glasgow that went terribly wrong?
The internet is shocked about the Willy Wonka experience that was organized in Glasgow, Scotland. And I think that I've seen a lot, but this just completely beats it all, okay? Okay, we got stuff to discuss. I feel really ashamed for the people that were involved and just... Do you want to know how faulty AI scripts can totally ruin your expectation? And do you want to know how I feel about this fiasco? Alright, sit tight, buckle up, grab something to eat, and let's dive into this. I think that a lot of people actually already know what happened in Glasgow and how the internet went absolutely berserk on it and started to post all of these opinions about how awful it was and what actually happened there. So I want to give you my take on what actually happened. First of all, the event was hosted on the 24th and 25th of February in Glasgow, Scotland. They actually made a website which is called willyschocolateexperience.com. Sounds quite decent, but if you click on the website, it actually looks even more fancy. It came with the most spectacular information about this event, and it really set the standards high. The website said, and I quote, "Welcome to Willy's Chocolate Experience. Dive into the whimsical Willy's Chocolate Experience, a place where chocolate dreams become reality. Book your adventure now and embark on a journey filled with wondrous creations and enchanting surprises at every turn." The website showed these amazing AI-generated pictures, and it gave me the impression that it was some sort of a sparkly fantasy world where children are showered with magical creatures, the craziest kind of candies, and of course a lot of chocolate, obviously, because it's the Willy Wonka chocolate factory experience, so... right? And I was basically expecting the good kind of sensory overload, you know? And if you look at the pictures, I'm having them in front of me right now, you can see all of these very bright colors, candy everywhere, and this amazing, wonderful vibe. It gives you the feeling that you are going to jump down into some sort of magic rabbit hole and end up in a total different reality, which is actually a great escape from daily life. I think it's actually very cute. We also have the Imagination Lab, which is obviously AI generated. There was also a lot of fuss about the Twilight Tunnel on the website, and it shows some sort of a card with a lot of magic lighting and, well, a very mysterious tunnel. Basically, if I see this, I would expect that I would walk through an actual tunnel at the event and see all of these magical things. I don't know. I would think that all my senses would be activated over there. So far so good, right? I mean, let's be honest. Who wouldn't like to completely immerse themselves in a nostalgic fantasy world? And if I would be a parent, I would be very eager to participate in this. I mean, I would have the perfect excuse to go with my kids. So this event, of course, came with a price. So what are the costs? It costs $45 each. And I mean, that's quite fair, right? Because the website is giving really awesome vibes. It looks pretty promising. So I think that's a great deal. But then came the hashtag expectations versus reality. It was a scam. The internet posted photos and videos about the actual event, and it was nothing compared to the website. And it didn't match up the expectations at all. So first of all, we got the interior. Does it look like any of this? God, no. It looks like the props were quickly purchased by some sort of cheap store. I don't know. And if you look at the decor, as far as you can call it a decor, It looks like all of these objects are just placed randomly in a random warehouse. It was nothing like what was promised. I feel like they taught something in the lines of, I promised you some of this stuff, so here you go. But we're not going to go out of our way at all to make this look spectacular. And honestly, it makes me cringe really bad. They paid $45 for this thing, Billy. How were you not going to deliver? That's just scandalous. You cannot leave these people like this. What the hell were you thinking? Oh, by the way, Billy is the creator and host of this event, so I will talk about him more later on in this video. Let's talk about the actors because, gosh, I feel so sorry for them. I can only imagine that they were promised an amazing experience and got this weird, chaotic event in return. To be honest, I would be terrified. But first, I do have some tea for you about what actually happened with the actors and everything that happened beforehand. Apparently, the actors were giving an unhinged AI-generated script that was 14 pages long. And they sent it to them 2 days beforehand. And of course, when things didn't go as planned on the event, they were told to abort the mission and just improvise. Improvise with what exactly? I mean, there was nothing there. How could they improvise? It was so empty. Oh my god. There actually were a few actors that were hired to do the job. One of them was Kirsty Patterson, who played Oompa Loompa on the event. She got known, and I don't blame the internet. She got known by her famous facial expression, which looked like she was full of dread. And all of the smoke that's around her probably made her intoxicated. Hence why she's giving that look. And don't get me wrong, by the way, I've got so much respect for this lady. She actually tried to make something out of the day because she didn't want to let the visitors down. So she actually tried to make a lot of kids smile and put up a, well, pretty decent act for what she's left with. And I feel like if she actually got what she needed in order to put up a great show, she would have done it. And she would have delivered. But unfortunately, all that she got was a semi-math lab and a poorly decorated exhibition table. I mean, what can you do with that? Then we have got two other actors. Paul Connell, who portrayed Willy Wonka, and some mysterious person who played the unknown. I mean, as far as I can remember, the unknown was not even in the Willy Wonka movies, so I don't exactly understand how they came up with this character. And until this very day, it is unknown who actually played the unknown. Did you see that? Okay. Anyway, if I was that person, I wouldn't want people to recognize me as well, because I wouldn't want to be associated with this event. This video shows the actor who is playing Willy Wonka, and he's actually quoting the script like he's been told, and it looks so freaking cringe. I mean, not him, but the script, you know, the lines that he has to say. And the people around him take a look at it and basically smile in a very polite way, while meanwhile they are very uncomfortable with encountering the whole situation. I don't know, just take a look.
As the soup flavor full of scary face. Oh my god. Scare the great unknown. Wonderful. I love your own. Fantastic.
Children were really freaked out by the unknown. Seriously, I would also be running for my life if I would see something like that, because I don't like horror, and especially not something that is that terrifying when it's actually meant for kids. What are you doing? Trying to traumatize them? And I would also leave if I would see an empty exhibition hall, well, an abandoned warehouse. Well, it gives me that vibe. Just have concrete under your shoes, not even some cool lighting or other stuff that makes it a really pleasant experience. And no one expected this monster, the unknown, to be on the event. I mean, It wasn't even mentioned on the website. And of course, after the event, there were the statements of the actors afterwards, because of course they had something to say about it. They had to save their reputation. And of course, the whole internet wanted to know what they were thinking when they had to endure this horrible event. First of all, we got a statement from Paul, who played Willy Wonka.
Was one of the actors employed to play Willy Wonka at the Wonka's chocolate experience fiasco that happened.
He doesn't even know what to call it. Oh my god.
We were told on the experience to hand out one jelly bean.
Only one freaking jelly bean per child? I'm out. No, but seriously, that's so stingy if you pay $45 only to be treated with one jelly bean.
No chocolate. There was no chocolate to be had at this chocolate factory.
So you're going to tell me that there was no chocolate at the event that was primarily meant to be about the chocolate factory? How could you do this to kids? Your hobby must be to torture kids and make them disappointed. Or you were disappointed as a child and you need to give some sort of payback. I don't know what your thoughts are about this, but it's not okay. The House of Illuminati, which is actually the organization which is owned by Billy, promised chocolate fountains. I mean, it's literally stating it on their website. And they got none. They got none. Then we got a statement from Kirsty, who played the Oompa Loompa. She admits, and I can very much understand her, that she wanted to walk out of the event and never look back, and that it was really bizarre. But she actually rolled with it, which makes her, in my opinion, a real actor and a queen. I mean, I can totally imagine how embarrassed she would feel. Maybe this is one of her first actor gigs, I don't know. But then she got catfished with this event and she had to make fun of herself, put on this totally horrible outfit and have to entertain people, needs to improvise, which she is actually not paid for. I mean, if you are going to do an actor job, you actually expect to have a decent script, which she didn't have. Okay, so earlier in this video, I was talking about Billy Cowell. So what could I find about him? Apparently he is an author of 17 published AI-generated books. Well, actually ChatGPT written books. He is the director of the House of Illuminati, a company that claims, and I quote again, transform ordinary venues into immersive environments that transport guests into a realm of wonder. I am not seeing much wonder, Billy. I see horror. I see no vision. If your website claims to deliver extraordinary events and immersive experiences, I mean, actually goddamn deliver. It's not like you didn't have the money. Also, I now get why a lot of people are really critical about AI, because if you want people to be fond of AI, you actually have to present them something good. Makes sense, right? Parents even called the cops on Billy because they thought he was a fraud. And as far as I know, people actually got a refund on their ticket. I don't know if it's everyone who got it, but a lot of people got it, which I think really serves justice for the whole case. And you know, I'm actually not against AI, as I think it could really enhance the work of people and enhance art in the world. But you need to draw inspiration of it instead of copy pasting all of this input and giving people false hope and expectations. You made people study a whole script in 2 days, Billy, which was AI generated gibberish, as Paul called it. So it didn't go unnoticed for Billy, of course. So he had to come up with a statement in the form of an excuse to save his reputation. So he said, there was every intention to hold the event from the pictures, despite not being in the best light. Hopefully you'll be able to see that there was every intention to hold the event. That's the worst part about it. You had every intention to hold the event while you were pretty aware of what you were going to deliver, which was crap. So actually it would be a good solution if you would just cancel the event or delay it a little bit. Actually try to study more what it means to create an experience that is stated on your website, make these ideas actually come to life, and then host the event, because what you did right now, no one understands. And then he continues with stating, unfortunately, there were unforeseen circumstances. Unforeseen? What does that mean? And the event didn't come to light. It didn't come to light. That's an understatement. These issues were technological in nature. There was no technology. So there were not even issues, they weren't even there. We had ordered a holographic paper that didn't arrive on time. The holographic technology in itself is absolutely fabulous technology, and unfortunately there was a delay in postage. I'm sorry, Billy, but I don't think that your holographic paper could save your event. You could have done so much more, like I said before, yet you chose to completely shatter people's dreams. Billy said that full refunds would be given to all attendees, which could take up to 10 days, and also said that actors from the event will be paid. But how do we know that actually happens and is going to happen? Because as far as I'm concerned, I really think that he was hoping for it not to blow up that quick or that much, and just be able to keep all of the money without putting too much effort and money into it. So you know that he could save a lot of the money and keep it in his own pockets, but that didn't happen. So now he has to state something which is actually probably bullshit. It makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. I think this event will never be forgotten, and that's not in a positive way. So this was today's video again. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so you won't be missing any of my videos. Ever. Also, I'm planning on doing a Q&A soon, so if you want to know things about me and what's going on behind the scenes, please leave your questions in the community section area so that hopefully your questions will be answered in my first Q&A. Once again, thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you the next time. Bye!